Hello everybody, welcome. This is Kishan. Today we are doing something a little bit different. I've over the past year, as I've been making these videos of Mage Wars and other stuff on my channel, I have had a few questions regarding how from other people who want to record their own games of Mage Wars and how they go about that, how I do it, and how they are gonna set up their own recording software. It's not a super easy thing to do. You can Google your way to everything. That's how I did it. But for your pleasure or for your convenience, I will now try to show it here, and hopefully you will find it helpful. If I miss anything, do let me know, and I can maybe even update this video to accommodate any questions that I may have left unanswered. And of course, I'll be happy to answer your questions in the comments below. Don't hold back. Just let me know. So yeah, I record all my my Mage Wars videos in OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. It's free. You can get it online. You just put that into your Google browser and you can download it. Good. Once you've set this up and you have this screen here, the first thing you need to do when you want to record something is you have to set up a scene and the source. So what you do is you right click here and you click Add Scene. You can add any scene. You would say Mage Wars, whatever. I call mine the Octagon Monitor, but that's just, I have two different ones, one for my TV and one for my monitor. You click that. That's just for letting the program know that you are doing a specific thing. Like right now we want to do a Mage Wars thing. Then each of these scenes will have sources. You want to have a source. That's where your video will come from. You click Add, and the easiest way to go about, there's a lot of different options here. The easiest way to do Octagon, let's see what I've done here. Properties. This is a scam up there. This is a monitor capture. Let's do the same thing here, monitor capture. And let's just check if I've done anything special here. So this is monitor 1. You want to capture the mouse, otherwise you don't get the mouse. And this is my settings. This is my screen resolution. You can do a sub-region. I don't think I particularly need that. This is a pretty simple interface. This is where you set up where the video will come from. Good. So once you have that set up, this is in Danish, of course, but it's the same as, again, it's the same as monitor capture. You can do a different types depending on what you want to do. You can experiment with that. For me, I think for Octagon in particularly, it's just easy to capture the monitor. All right, so when that is set up, you need to click Settings. And you have all these different settings you can go in on. I'm going to go through them. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I set up this up, so I'm just going to show you these screens. If you set up your screen to look the same as mine here, you should be able to get your replays recorded the same way I do. The broadcast settings in particularly are important that you want to have. You just have to set it to file output only, so you only output to a file. You can live stream if you want. Then file path, you have to go users. You can do any file path you want, but the important part is .mp4. You can do different file formats. I would recommend MP4. It's a simple one, and I don't think you particularly need this one here, but make sure that it matches this one. Of course, replace with your own username here. If you're doing the same path, Kishan will not work for you. All right. This is so that it exports to a MP4 format when you click Stop Recording. Of course, you will adjust for your own video adapter here, your own graphics card, your own custom monitor ratio. Then the audio, I have this here, but you can do anyone. I think default will be good enough for any one of you. This is for recording the sound, with what kind of microphone you're using. If you put it on default or any other, this is my headset for example, you could do this one here. That should be satisfactory. I'll explain what I'm doing here in a minute if you're interested in that. You can put a push-to-talk delay. If you use push-to-talk, then there's a boost option. You can boost your voice if you're a soft speaker like me. I don't do it anymore because I use a different program for my sound nowadays. But all of this, hotkeys, not sure we don't want to change anything. Hotkeys, not so important, I don't even use it. Advanced, again, this is a screen that is a little bit difficult to explain. If you set up your settings like this, it will work like mine. You may not need the same settings here for recording Mage Wars. This is what I set up so that I could record my Total War Warhammer series in a higher resolution. For Mage Wars, you can do lower settings than these, and you will have to Google your way into which numbers are better in these cases. But if you set up it like this, it should work. The rest of the settings I don't think are particularly necessary. No. So if you put up your settings like that, then that should work. Good. Then you want to make sure that your audio is displayed like this. I'm going to put that down again. And this is your microphone. Like I said, I'm not using this program, OBS, to record my sound, but you definitely can, like so. You see now that it moves just because I put it up. That's good. Then the other thing here is for the every sound that doesn't come from your microphone. So for Mage Wars, that would be only, I think, when you roll the dice. This will be the sound level of the dice roll, or of any other music you may add from your desktop itself. That's good. Now that you've set that up, when you click Stop Recording, you click File and then Open Recordings Folder. So the path that we set up in the broadcast settings will take you to this folder here, and it will just dump every video you make into this file folder with the designated with date. This is the file we're recording right now. That's why it doesn't have an icon. With the date and a number, and then .mp4. So once you have this file here, you get certain statistics on that file. You can double click it if you want to view it. Once you want to have your file and you are satisfied with it, if you use the OBS to record the file itself, it will be a full file with both sound and video. You go to YouTube. Once you are on YouTube, main site here, you have to go for this little button up here. It says upload. You click it, and you get this screen. This is in Danish, of course, but it says choose files to upload. To upload to this, you either click it and do the path, or you can just drag any file onto this, and it'll start the upload by itself. This was a very, 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 very small file that I used just for the example. It'll upload and then treat it. It says treating. Then you can click execute. This is in Danish, I'm sorry, but it should be the same buttons for you. This is the file name. You can go Mage Wars video number 1. You can write this is the description. This is a MV video. Tags down here can be anything you want, like Mage Wars. You click tab in order to jump to the next one, and you go on. You can choose a miniature from the file itself, or you can click this button here to assign a specific miniature image for the video. Then over here, you click this is public, hidden, or private. Hidden makes it invisible to everyone, and this is this default setting. If you click private, you can share it with friends, and they will be able to see it. Or public, everyone will be able to see it on your channel. Now this is just a sample file, I'm not going to do anything special about it. Now that should be about it. That is at least my process for creating the videos. There's one extra step that I promised to show you. So for like I said before, I don't do my own my sound through OBS anymore. I don't think OBS is the best tool for recording video sound, so I use an extra program for that. So this is Reaper, and Reaper is another external software that you can use to record sound. You can see it's armed right now. I'm recording this video you're watching, and this is an evaluation license. I have not used this program for 60 days. After 60 days, they will prompt you to pay for the program, though it's not enforced. They don't enforce it in any way. They only remind you that you are using a paid program and please pay for it. I think that's a very nice business policy, and I am definitely going to buy it, I think. To use this program, you have to set it up like I did here. You arm one track. You add one track. I think you can insert a new track like this. That's a good way to show it. So if I wanted to do the same thing I've done here, the only thing you do really is to you have to set up. If you just want to record whatever your microphone puts out, you can click record. It starts recording. At the very end here, it should record for me another track. Oh no, it starts at the end there. Yeah, we don't need this one. I can delete that later. You can add all sorts of effects. So the three that I would recommend is rear comp, rear EQ, and rear fur. You can add more by clicking here. You can do different ones. They are rear comp is here, rear EQ, and rear fur. I'm not 100% sure about what all these things they do, and my settings might be a mess, but my sound at least is decent because of this program. So rear comp is a compressor. This is my setting, good enough. This is rear EQ, which is like an equalizer. The beautiful thing about this particular track, I'll show that in a minute. Oh, this is the beautiful one. This is for adjusting your voice. This is for sorting out noise. I'll show that, I think, in effect. Let's see here. Edit mode precise. And to do best quality mode subtract. Yes. Then it says automatically build noise profile enabled during noise. So what you do with that? Oh, I guess I can show it here. I'll just not save it. This is a beautiful, beautiful tool, and this is the tool that sorts out the white noise from my videos. What you do is you click this button, automatically build noise profile, and then you have to remain super, super quiet while that happens. So I'm going to do that, and you can see what happens. Let's go. And yeah, so what you saw there is this red line here represents the background noise that my computer makes. It's like, it sounds like a jet engine. No kidding. But it's simply sorted out. When you click it, it just reads those sounds. If you make any other sounds, though, it will mess up this whole system. So you have to be very, very quiet while you do it. But there you go. And then you have to remember to save it. Set up the same settings. This one here is for adjusting your voice. You should be very careful about, this is the one that takes the most time. Yeah, you should definitely use a good while just to make sure that these sound settings make your voice the best. This took me at least 2 hours wait, what am I saying? Way more than 2 hours to set this up. But once it's good, it's definitely better than before. I could probably do it better. On top of this, if any sound experts watch my settings here and think that it's absolutely bonkers, please do let me know. I'm always interested in learning more. All right. But that's how I set up my sound. I record in here. Once I've done recording the video, I'll click stop recording. Then I come in here and I stop recording in Reaper, and I will go and render that sound file. And the thing about that is that you need a separate program to align the sound to the video. I do recommend it. I use Movie Studio Premium 2017, I think it's called, and it's a super good program. You can do it with other software as well. It's not super necessary if you don't have any special software like that. Just enabling sound here will be good enough for at least to start, I believe. And yeah, that's kind of it. I don't think there's anything else to say here. Again, if you have watched this far and you still have questions that are unanswered, do let me know. Maybe and I can update the video accordingly, or we'll see where it takes us. I will be happy to answer your questions either way. Yeah. So yep. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope this was helpful to you. And let's hope to see more Mage Wars channels pop up everywhere. That's the end goal. I always say more Mage Wars for the people. I mean it. Yes, let's do it. Thank you guys for watching, and bye-bye.